Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm like, and welcome to my crazy TikTok, in which I talk about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. Today's video will be about how to avoid the black dilemma. Okay. And when I say black dilemma, I'm talking about all the things like Black Lives Matter, the rap industry, business industry, okay, and focus in on what is important in life, regardless of the color of your skin and how you feel, okay. And as I said before in my past, you can only join my live if you are a subscriber. I have no subscribers. Subscribe to go live. You can still write in the comment section down below. I'm your friendly neighborhood schizologist. Okay, what is a schizologist? It's a word terminology I use personally to basically claim to say I have schizophrenia and I am a therapist at the same time. Doesn't really technically make me delusional, but the scientists will always say, the doctors will say, yeah, that guy is just hearing voices, because they don't understand what it means to hear voices. They don't understand that there are people in this world who hear a third voice rather than their own subconscious. Okay, but anyway, as I made a video before, okay, about the importance of Black Lives Matter, I want to make sure I understand that I'm getting people to join. I see people here. I see all the love. Thank you very much to give me hearts and everything else. I very much appreciate it. I am very unique and I'm esoteric. Okay, I am also introverted. I do not socialize. Though I have two children and though I've traveled abroad, I am one of the rare indigo childs on the internet. Okay, not to boast or anything, but of course, in these days we are at careless times. Okay, times where basically people are running around with their heads cut off. Okay, lots of women and everything in between, and men are very emotional during this stage. And though I am at peace, I want to try to get to the point of my title for this video. Okay, I like to give solutions. I don't like arguing. I want to hear questions. Okay, I don't want to hear your ways of saying I'm wrong or anything unless you have a question. Like I said, you have a question to make sure you can prove I am wrong by the research I do. Okay, then that's acceptable. When you have a question that leads to the point that where I'm wrong, okay, and then I can give you the answer to that. So we can have to go on the pathology to understand how to solve the problems. Okay, all right. So I realized that when you turn on I want to mention something here. If you turn on subscription live only, okay, people won't be able to see your live chat, so don't do it. But I can tell who my subscribers are. And as I said before, I am a Gen X. I am basically born in 1974, raised in Brooklyn, New York, and a lot of times, a lot of people who are born as millennials, born after the 1980s, are more likely to be emotional. They are millennials. Millennials are born on 1982 and up, okay? And of course, Gen Xers are born in between 1969 and to 1979, okay? You already know what I mean, okay? I tried my best to be clear as possible. So I'm going to basically start talking right now. So far, I've been talking for like about 3 minutes. If you have anything to say, say it or forever hold your peace. You know how to follow me. That's one way to get live. And also you can subscribe. And that's another way to get you can actually get on my live. Now, the black dilemma is every problem that blacks go through just because the color of their skin. All right, let me repeat that again. The black dilemma, slave mentality, Black Lives Matter, okay, all these things that contribute to the downfall of a person who feels that they are colored. It's a dilemma. It's a psychological dysfunction. Yes, it is. And if anyone who joins these particular type of groups or organizations doesn't understand what individualism is, they don't understand that. I understand that you people would like to think about group to be a group, to join a group. You want to be powerful and have bigger families like the Jewish and the Caucasians. But first, let's understand who you are as a person. They need each other because they're more unlikely to be more logical or more unattractive. Okay, so people need to stay together when they're basically. That's a pathology we could talk about another time. Most people who stay together are usually those people who are afraid. They cannot think of individualism. Okay, everybody's individual and they're gifted to their own unique. Sometimes you have family members who basically feed off of their black sheep of a child to profit off of them. This happened to Gary Coleman. Okay, I remember the story with Gary Coleman and his family's tried to take everything he got because, it's just how it is. When you are part of a family, you have more to fear. But the purpose of a family is so you can be encouraged to live in life, right? But how I avoid the black dilemma, when I was like 16 years old, I realized that everybody who said they was part of this black group or organization, it felt like a goddamn cult. It felt like a goddamn cult. And I said, I'm more intelligent than that. Why do I need to join these organizations? I hear stories about P. Diddy, Robin, Jay, Pete, Puff. I heard a story. I just watched the video. Okay, about Kanye West talking about Puff Daddy Combs. Okay, and also how he robbed a lot of people of their lives and doing misogyny and stuff like that and all this other stuff. But I realized that the real reason why we have a lot of black rappers going along with the group and going along with the flow, the sheep to slaughter, is because they want money or they want to live a better life. Right? Okay, right. But you got to understand that, okay? Flies are drawn to shit, right? And then I keep telling people, you want to lose your life? You want to join some sort of organization, okay? You're not elite. You get the message out there, but what is the message portraying? When I listen to rap, I only listen to certain types of rap. I like all types of rap. I don't care if it's violent or not. It's a form of creativity. But sometimes your soul is being traded. Okay, sometimes your soul is being traded and you're not intelligent enough to be business minded or sharp enough, like P. Diddy, to take advantage of all those individuals that they say he has. I don't know what he did. I just heard that he was like, on the flower side. Okay, you know what I mean? But to avoid this problem, this conundrum, okay, of focusing, I talk about living free or die trying, right? And I make sure I'm old school as fuck because I'm Gen X, right? So I try to tell you guys, okay, getting involved in groups and organizations is not a wise decision from an indigo child, all right? Let them do it. Let them fall as sheep to slaughter. A lot of times people are just, showing off or seeking validation, which will only speed up their death. Okay, all right, they only speed up their death, and that's the best advice I have in the world. Avoid all of that. Get self-educated first. Isn't that much more safer and more convenient and more paranoid than anything else? It's good to be paranoid. Yeah, it is. Okay, like Kanye West, people say that he's sick, but he's not sick. I haven't heard anything he said wrong, and I'm pretty sure he's not an anti-Semite. Okay? He's not against Jews. I'm pretty sure that black people are not really racist as much as the other side. Okay, all right. But other than that, it's all about people trying to stick together as a family, and that, my friend, is not a wise decision because sometimes your families do not have your best interests long term. Okay, and that happened to me. And then I realized that this is why I do my shit privately, okay, because I don't like the third man. Okay, somebody want to offer me money on the behalf of you giving blood or on the behalf of any kind of incentive that is not going your way, okay, right? I'm like, okay, what do I have to do, right? Don't you got to think like that? What do I have to do? What do I got to look out for? You better be paranoid. All of you have gifts. Every last one of you, even the Bible, okay, which is written by man, okay, says that we all have gifts. And when you come upon the Godhead, which is actually yourself, because the Bible is subliminal all the way through, okay, it's all subliminal. There's no sky God. There is no Jesus, okay, there is no Allah, okay, none of these things. You didn't see them, so they don't exist. It's a form of delusion, guys. So, the long story short, how I did it when I was like 16, I just basically stayed to myself. I isolated myself. Ever since I was like 17, all the way up to that's 10 years old, I had no choice because it seems like, why is people so focused on other people's attention? Why are they focusing on their validation? You shouldn't. If you're truly alpha, you don't need people's validation. You do things independently. I swear to you not. I swear to you, I'm posting this on my YouTube. And as a matter of fact, before I get out of here, because I try to keep it down under 10 minutes, and I'm talking for like 9 minutes, you know how to join my Patreon. Okay, so I'll put that down here. If you want, if you never had an alpha father like myself or indigo child father like myself, because I do have 2 daughters, by the way, and I am a therapist. Yes, I am. Let me see. Just delete this. Okay. You can contact me through my Patreon and then my Facebook. Okay, so my Patreon is there. And then we got, okay, let's just keep it going here. Let's keep it going. Okay, we got we got that. Okay. And then we got my YouTube. Okay, 3 things, 3 links. I'm also on Twitch as well. 3 links. And I'm about to get out of here, guys. So if you didn't learn anything from this video, why I am an indigo, or I'm higher than alpha in this segment. I do not socialize. You don't need to socialize to be happy. You don't need women to be happy. You don't need children. You don't. When people say your life is decreased, okay, that's just a hypothetical. Okay, when people say when you lay down more, you lose. Those are all hypotheticals. Because everybody's genetics is different. Okay, because me, I believe that the more rest you get, the longer you live. Okay, think about the Buddhist monks when they go in the Zen mode. Okay, they're actually sleeping. Their body is sleeping. They're slowing their heart rate down. Okay, but the more you socialize with people, the more you go outside of your realm, the world revolves around you. The more you attach yourself to something, it actually can cause you more damage than good. That's just a fact. Okay, know thyself more than anything else, because the color of your skin is just temporary. And if you fit in with these Black Lives Matter movements, and you're trying to fit in with the family members who you try to seek validation from, that only cause your goddamn demise. It will. It will cause you a lot of suffering. So in order to fix depression is self-education. Fix depression with self-education. That's the first thing. Or rest. Okay, if you feel kind of down because maybe you ate something. Okay, because a lot of times, I'm sorry, when you eat certain foods, it can make you depressed. So be careful. All right? The moods can change in an instant. It depends on who's you being around. Are you around smokers? Are you around people who eat bad foods all the time? This will cause your energy to be reduced dramatically. The only way to get in touch with me, as I said before, is through my Facebook. It's the fastest. And then through my Facebook. First through my Facebook, and then my YouTube, and then my Patreon. All right? And you know what I require in my Patreon? You can join any tier. If you got $7 a month, that's cool. You got $10 a month, I got 4 tiers. And I got 2 patrons, guys. Okay? And as I said before, this video is about how to avoid the Black Dilemma. The Black Dilemma is basically the slave mind mentality. The Black Lives Matter movement. These things you got to avoid. You must avoid these things. Family attention. Okay, see, validation. Not good. Because you're seeking something outside of yourself. I teach my daughters to focus completely on themselves and be independent, so they won't have to rely on something. And always have a backup just in case if someone breaks. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're sitting alone in a room and you're actually thinking constantly, hearing the voice of the Holy Spirit, which a lot of doctors may call schizophrenia, okay, and then you can cast magic spells at the same time. That is a very dangerous thing, because you open up that third eye or that fourth eye. Y'all don't even heard about the fourth eye. No. Most of you have not heard about the fourth eye. The third eye is that third voice past your subconscious, telling you to basically to validate your subconscious of your own thoughts. There's another voice, yes. It doesn't make you sick to hear that. Sometimes when you walk down the street, something will tell you turn around. You don't hear that voice, that little voice. I believe a lot of people hear that voice, but they ignore it. Okay, it doesn't make you sick. Okay, but I get special privileges for that. Okay, I can't sleep at night sometimes. But as I said before, I do 1 video a day. That's my schedule on TikTok. I'm trying my best not to get banned for something. Okay, for some word I said. Okay, and they took it out of context, and that's what TikTok and all these platforms have to do. Don't take things out of context. You're taking out. They're reading your transcript. Okay, right, and they'll see you said this word, but you didn't say that word. They read it, but you didn't say that. Like, for example, when I go say astray, it sounds like I'm saying gay, but then they'll just look at that word gay and just cut your video. Okay, but I'm not talking about gay people at all, okay, right? But that's all I really want to say, guys. So I'm trying to reach subscribers here. I have no subscribers. So in order to go live, you must subscribe. You can write down comments in the section, but I will only be on here short term because I don't want to talk too long because I post these videos on my YouTube. You cannot take your recordings from Bugo, okay? Because I'm on Bugo as well sometimes. Very more likely, rarely, yeah. Because TikTok, I get more viewership, okay? Because they control your viewership. And I think it's called the heat button, okay? You know, because if TikTok wants a video go to popular, it's not because of viewership. It's because they control and they can push a button. They read an algorithm, sure. And then they push the button to activate so they can make sales. Everything is like business. Just like what happened to Elon Musk. Elon Musk said they took away my idea. Yeah, they stole his idea. He wanted to be free for the world. AI is supposed to be free, but it is kind of free. But he has bigger goals, and they took it away from him. And the oligarchies, whoever's in charge, okay, took it away through court proceedings, okay, and that's a very dangerous thing. When you create a project and you want it to be free, like Nikola Tesla, they can take that away, or they can snuff you out. This is why I say keep it secret, keep it safe. But anyway, to avoid all dilemmas, not just the black dilemma, okay, it's good to be individual. Focus on the third voice. Not your subconscious, but the other voice, which you tend to not listen to. All right? And if I'm saying something wrong, you write it down below. But other than that, that's all I want to say because you're not going to find nobody like me on the internet now. You better get in touch and you better join my subscription, okay? All right? Because I'm the only guy that say that I taught and Kevin says what he knows. And also, I keep telling guys, you guys got to stop saying people are alphas. Stop saying that. There's no alphas. They don't exist. Okay, I'm an indigo child, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no alphas. I was born and raised in the 70s into the 80s. Okay, I'm Gen X. I'm just trying to tell you, stop talking about it, and you can't be it. I just want to make that clear. Other than that, that's all I want to say because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan, and I keep my videos down. Okay, because that is how you gain attention, by not talking too much. Other than that, I was talking for about 17 minutes, and I think that's good enough knowledge for you guys to stay out of the dilemma of the Black Lives Matter, any type of colorism or anything that you want to put yourself to seek validation for. Get out of there. Come out of her. All right? Because you can't be nobody special if you're trying to do what everybody else wants you to do. You got to do things your own way, your own unique way. And America is the best at it, okay? Because that's the best place, free world. No other world place in the only way America, I can say, will get destroyed is by external force. Not through nuclear warheads, not through biological, chemical warhead, okay, or something like that. That was they're trying to do with the stupid 19 and everything. Please understand there's going to be some external force because I had the voice talk to me about they may come soon for the chosen ones, which I'm one of them. So there are other chosen ones. There's a lot more chosen ones in foreign countries, though. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're living conditions. When the chosen one suffers, they have more knowledge. Yeah, that's just how it is. I have to stay away from people so I won't hurt people. Okay, when I'm around one person and that person knows that person, all those people are going to be affected. So that's the curse. Could be a blessing and a curse. Okay, some people just want to get attached. Okay, and you just want to. You can't get attached to them. I'm not even attached to my daughters. Once my daughters start getting a certain age, they will be out on their own. I tell my daughters, be individual, help one another. That's good. But always be independent, so you won't have to worry about, true goodness will always come from the kindness of a missionary. Okay, you will always be supported. No one should be really working. Everybody should be offering things as a token of thoughtfulness, but human beings aren't capable of that. That's why we have trade. That's why we have monetization, okay? Because humans are incapable of naturally giving. And then there are some people who are very greedy and they take too much, or they're not taught how to give. All right? Other than that, that's all I really got to say, guys. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I despise the many. Stay away from most of me. Stay away from me. I'm like a Tech Nine and a Kanye West combined. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.